What would it take to build the world's most autonomous personal airplane?
I was really young, like maybe 7, 8 years. I wanted to be a jet fighter pilot by then. But then, of course, there's no F-22s in Brazil, neither F-18s or F-16s. They're different kind of fighters. So I decided to be a flight test engineer. That was my path to actually fly this interesting aircraft that I was in love with. And I've been working in fly-by-wire for other aircraft that I'm not able to fly myself. Bringing fly-by-wire into general aviation, that has been my dream for a long time, since I do like flying general aviation, I do like flying small aircraft.
Lucas is creating the control laws that enable our fly-by-wire airplane to land itself and feel more like a fighter jet than a Cessna when you've got the stick. He's programming our computers to handle the flight physics and run hundreds of calculations per second to keep the airplane stable at all times.
The blue line could be an open loop aircraft behavior. Our kind of control law, it would...
You already rely on control laws in many areas of your daily life. In old cars, the driver had direct control of the brakes. So on slippery roads, you had to manually pump the pedal to avoid locking up. But in modern cars, they're required to have a control law doing that work for you. You decide when to stop, and the computer's programmed to stop safely, pulsing the brakes up to 15 times per second. But personal airplanes still rely on pushrods and pulleys that connect the pilot to the airplane directly. It's the pilot's responsibility to make continuous adjustments to power, attitude, coordination, trim, and wind, all while navigating and talking to air traffic control. Skytron is replacing mechanical controls with digital fly-by-wire controls that enable us to program our airplane with control laws. Multiple sensors, power supplies, and actuators send and receive signals instantaneously. Digital fly-by-wire airliners have been flying for decades and still have never experienced a complete loss of power. That's because they're designed with redundancy, meaning if one computer fails, there are at least 2 backups on board. We're testing the same approach on a personal airplane that you can fly.
The idea is that I'll be able to run all the analysis and have those results directly here so you can access the raw data, so that can be tracked as well with the testing.
Basically, the foundation is built, and it's just a matter of how quickly he can script up any test possible.
Another week in the books. At the end of every week, we gather around. What we do, Lucas, is we identify the person that we think has made the most progress to getting us to that flying proof of concept.
Shami, I just did like a little demo, and you can kind of see them all in unison.
When you do want to hand fly this airplane, it's going to be pure joy. You grab the stick, tell the airplane where you want to go. So you're going to get this crisp, instantaneous, speedy response. You're going to have peace of mind knowing that the envelope is fully protected. You can push the aircraft right up against those limits, knowing that the airplane won't let you do something unsafe.
We just had a plane, we'd be ready to fly.
And once you do have control, then you can sort of sit back in the cockpit and your judgment can level up. No more of the white knuckle tension.
When you lose an engine, and you can fly perfectly straight with 0 side slip. And now I'm designing the intermediary control loop. Almost. A new hour, that's good. When we change speed, you're gonna keep the same flight path, even flying manually. So that flying manually is as convenient as flying without a pilot.
So instead of a traditional aircraft where you spend about 80% of your time just controlling the airplane's physics, balancing pitch and power, and coordinating all of your turns, and preventing the airplane from stalling, you know that those things are being done for you by the control law. So you're gonna learn how to fly this airplane in just a couple of days.
Spent half the week working on my private pilot's license. This is now part of our job, so that's good.
Yo,
Is it real?
it's real. I have a certificate to prove it.
So when are we going flying?
These aircraft with simplified flight controls are going to have entirely new pilot standards. The FAA just released an advisory circular stating that for aircraft with simplified flight controls like Skytron, there is not going to be an hourly training requirement. So there are going to be entirely new standards that's going to make learning how to fly and become a pilot much easier and much faster.
Okay, let's go count down. It's your turn, man. Thank you. Let's go!